Hey, what's happening, y'all? This is Dealer, back with another Modern Era G.I. Joe review. And for this video, we're going to be looking at the Cobra Laser Viper Officer, as well as the vehicle that he pilots, which is the Cobra Sky Serpent. So, starting off with the officer, this is what he looks like. He's the exact same cast as the Laser Viper from the show, except he's cast in a darker blue with red paint accents. Red and black paint accents, I should say. And he looks pretty good. So we'll go ahead and zoom out. Get a good look at the figure here. So overall, that is what he looks like. Pretty much what you'd come to expect from a modern era figure offering. I'm going to scoot this closer here and turn it on. So that way I can see the figure from a 360-degree angle. He's got the Michael Jackson lean going too. Let me straighten him out real quick. There we go. That's a lot better. So that's what he looks like from a 360-degree perspective. Go ahead and turn this off. Get this out of the way. Bring him back in camera. So for accessory wise, comes with a different laser cannon than the Laser Viper. And that's what it looks like right there. I want to say this might have been like a Rise of Cobra piece at some point. Maybe for Charbroil or something, I don't remember. But that nonetheless, that's what he comes with. And he also comes with the little Iron Grenadier pistol that the Laser Viper came with. And then he comes with his helmet, just cast in a dark blue. Nice black and silver paint accents on there, and those look good. So getting into the figure, again, that's what he looks like. Articulation wise, he's fairly mobile. That's as high as you'll get for the shoulders. And of course you could do full 360 degrees. Nothing impedes his articulation. One thing to note though, which is a little weird, is if I bring this arm out, and I don't know how this is showing through on the camera, but in hand, it looks like this piece is smaller than this piece, and I don't know if that's because this is supposed to be like some sort of arm shielding or something. I don't know. I don't think it takes away from the overall presentation of the figure, but worth noting, the red paint is clean. You've got a nice black belt with a silver painted Cobra insignia on there. Articulation wise, does make use of the double knee joint, and I want to say these are maybe the Rise of Cobra Viper legs. So that's as far as you can get for articulation there. He's got the standard lower level articulation that we've come to see. And then you just get the swivel here. It does not have the updated hand articulation. So that's this guy. And bring this in. So you can read it. It does appear that he is an individual character going off his file name. So there's that, and it's kind of cool. So that's the Cobra Laser Viper Officer. I'm going to cut and we'll be right back to take a look at the Cobra Sky Serpent that he pilots. Alright, so here he is with the vehicle that he pilots, and I'm not sure how good this is showing through on the video, but first and foremost, this cockpit is painted, and it appears it might be a lighter shade than the actual, what the vehicle is cast in for blue. It should be noted on mine, and this is unfortunate, and again, I don't know, this might speak to my painting skills, or it might not, but right here, this whole area here had to be touched up. I had to match the paint as closely as I could, and I don't know how good that's showing through on the camera, but this whole piece is this translucent plastic. And you can see that when we pop this open and turn this around like so. It should be noted though that the cockpit has amazing paint applications in there. The seat is also painted, which is nice. And then on the wings you have these Cobra Air Force logos tampographed on. Those look good. And then along the side here on the vehicle you have this paint, this light gray paint, and where it is applied nice. You also have it there on the edge of the wings, and you also have it on this side as well. Nothing on the bottom. And then I guess moving down the vehicle here, more light gray paint applications, more Cobra Air Force insignias. You have this LV90 designation on the tail wing here. More paint applications which look good. The paint, where it's applied, does look good. But I must caution you that mine was just sitting there. No problems that I knew of. And then when I came back, there was actually paint flakes where it had chipped off or fallen off, flaked off, whatever. Which that is a bummer. That's a bummer, because for an item of this price point to play, I shouldn't be having those kind of problems, and that's unfortunate. So fair warning in advance. So I'm going to attempt to put him in here and hopefully not scrape off more of the paint. Does he hold the vehicle? Absolutely. Absolutely he does. It should be noted too, the vehicle also has this gimmick where these can swivel. So this will be for takeoff, and then this will be for flight. And then it also has this kind of cannon missile gimmick here. So these two things come open when you hit this button here to deploy these bombs, and the gimmick works pretty good. And I mean, for those of y'all familiar with the Pursuit of Cobra line, I believe this vehicle was the Black Dragon VTOL or something like that. I never got one, and I'm kind of regretting it now that I have this in hand, because I actually like the vehicle. QC issues aside there, which that's kind of unfortunate. And I'll have to disclose that if I ever do decide to sell this piece out of my collection, which is a bummer. Unless the club responds and, you know, decides they're going to send me another one of these, but I don't know how they do with big ticket items like that. But do I recommend this set? Based on my experience with the cockpit, I don't know. At the going rate, this thing was very expensive. This thing was expensive. So I don't know. I'll tell you, I don't know that it's. I mean, if you're looking just to do the figure, I don't know what the figure is going for on the secondary market, but this might be one of those, you just got to make a decision, roll the dice, and hope for the best, you know, or you can just go in knowing you might have to end up matching paint on this piece here, or doing your best to match paint like I did. So yeah, so I don't know that I can recommend this set either way. If you like the vehicle, get the set. If you are a super completionist and you need one of every figure, one of everything, you'll have to get the set. But outside of that, I mean, I don't know that it's really worth picking up, unfortunately. Had this not have happened, yeah, I'd give it a solid recommendation. Absolutely, I'd give it a solid recommendation, because it looks good. I mean, for what it is, for a reused vehicle, it looks good. So, and it's going to be the only way you get the officer for your Laser Viper squad. So yeah, so there's that. So till next time, hope you guys take care. Catch you on the flip side in the next video. Thanks a lot.